What's up, everybody? This is Podcast Gameoverse, episode 088 for Saturday, December 11th, 2021. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined as usual by my dude Rick. What's up?
Yo, what up? I'm excited, man. We just had the Game Awards a little
Yep.
while ago. We got a bunch of announcements, a bunch of cool little trailers to talk about. We got a big show. We got a big show this week. Huge show this week. But
Huge.
let's start where we always start, man. Tell the people what you've been playing. And by that, I mean you played Godfall the other day, and I want to hear your opinion.
Yes, I played Godfall,
And
and it's terrible.
oh
Uh,
no, what? How? How can a
we already
launch
do
title for
this.
PS5? Yeah, I know. I'm
We
being
already do
facetious.
this. This is not surprising. Um, so I didn't follow what people's actual issues were with this game, but um, so everything I'm gonna say about this, I don't know if anyone else has already said, but the first thing I noticed right off the fucking bat was, remember that Dungeons and Dragons game that we played, the little like
Yes.
loot like third
Yes.
person one. It
Yeah.
is almost it has the exact same problems that game had, where the
Just fucking
controls.
jank ass hitbox, clunky controls, frustrating aiming that aims like a third person shooter, but it's a
Yeah,
action melee game.
that
Yeah.
that was my main problem, where the aiming was like it aims in the direction of the camera. So if you needed to get something that was behind you, you had to slowly turn the camera all the way around in order to like actually aim. You can't just like
From
hold the
your
control
character.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just aim at the control stick like Warframe
Yeah.
does. Which is the only game that gets it right when they do this. I don't understand why no one else can just
Because a
copy
lot of
it.
these like designers are coming from like a shooter background, but melee action games have always played melee combats in the direction your character's facing, not where the camera's facing.
Yeah,
But it's weird because Warframe has shooting too, so I don't know why. Warframe's smart enough to understand if you're doing melee attacks, it's the direction your character's facing, and if you're gonna aim your gun,
no.
it's
Well,
gonna shoot the direction the camera's
Warframe gives
facing.
you the option. Like
It does?
like a shitload of options in the menu where you can enable and disable like camera based attacks or controller direction based attacks. So like you can set it to how this game is, where it's only purely the direction of the camera is the direction you attack, or you can set it to, hey, I'm holding down on the stick, and that's the direction I attack, or like movement based attack, I guess is what they call it. Um, this game doesn't have that option. Also, doesn't have the option. So, the thing about this version of this game is that it's free to play. I didn't even know this was available. It's on the Epic Game Store right now for free. It's
Yeah.
the same version that you get that was just released on PlayStation Plus. Um, which is
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
it's a free to play version without the campaign.
without the campaign, but it gives you an end game character. It gives you a level 50 character with level 50 gear,
What?
and
What?
and yeah, but it throws you straight into the end game content. So the content that you're working up to, uh, we like forget all the story and shit. Like I guess like when you know how people say, the game doesn't start until you hit max level. This is what they let you play, and it's fucking trash. It's just a
So
bunch of
weird, man. Because like, imagine if Diablo went free to play, and it was like, oh, we don't have the story, but here's all the end game riff running stuff. That's how people actually want to play for the game.
yeah.
That's so
So
weird. That's so backwards, man. Any other company would have been like, hey, here's a story for free, but all the online end game content, like, or here's like a stripped down story. I don't know, but not this. This is
yeah,
fucking dumb.
and so the problem is there's about I think 3 or 4 different game modes that are available during the end game, but they're all basically just like horde modes, but they take different forms. Like there's one where you're just like on an elevator and you're going up and up and up, and each floor you're just fighting different waves of enemies, and then you can pick a door and then get a buff. But every time I opened the buff, it never told me what the fuck I was getting, which I was super confused by. It's all 3-player co-op, and no one's playing the fucking game, by the way, which it's like free now. I thought this would be the biggest moment the game ever had because like you could just jump in for
No, are you
free.
serious? Being a new IP on a new system wasn't enough to like get this game off the ground. Like,
Yeah, but you had to pay for it then. At least
if
this,
if it
I'm
was either
like,
that or like nothing,
yeah.
I'm surprised. I was surprised. Most people just picked nothing.
But also,
Apparently.
so it's got 3-player co-op and no voice chat, no text chat whatsoever.
Oh
So
my god,
there's
dude.
another mission where you have to. It's like a horde mode, but there's like darkness everywhere. So you have to hit these beacons that give you light, and then you're safe inside the light. I figured this out, but the one other guy that I matched with, had no idea what the fuck he was doing. So I couldn't tell him like, no, okay, here's what you got to do, because there's no voice chat, there's no text chat, there's nothing. There's just you can like lay out like a waypoint, and I tried to like mark the beacon, like, no, hit this thing, man. He just didn't get it. I'm like, how could you release a game with no voice chat and it has matchmaking but no voice chat? It was ridiculous. Um,
That's fucking hilarious, dude. That is
and
fucking hilarious.
the game's fucking busted because there were a ton of like audio issues. There were a ton of whenever like we lost the match, it didn't like maybe I can like find this in the video stream, but whenever like we lost the match, it would like we didn't even know we lost, or I didn't even know we lost. It was just a screen to pop up that goes, "You lose," and it just kicks you back into the fucking so abruptly. It just kicks you back into the fucking like hub section. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I didn't even like. We're in the middle of combat, and all of a sudden, this goes, "You fucking lose, asshole. Go back to the menu." And like there's no information about what's actually happening. It was like there it is right there. I don't know if you're watching the thing, but it just goes failed, returning to base, and then but you can see we're just in the middle of like no one's dying, no one's having trouble with anything. We're just fighting this boss, and then it just goes fail, asshole. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That's fucking beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. I don't even. Oh, that's. Oh my god, this game is so bad. This game is
um,
so bad.
So like that happened twice, and then the second time it happened, the servers went down. Like the servers died, and I was like, well, I guess that's it, because where is it? It's gonna happen right here. But like, I was like, let's go in for one more. Let's just like come. I tried to give this game the benefit of the doubt. I tried to go like, it's the end game stuff. Logical Robot in the chat. What's up? What's up?
Robot.
I was like, it's the end game. I'm sure most reviewers didn't even get to this point, so I'm gonna be able to see something. I'm gonna be able to see the best part of this game. But it turns out there is no best part. It's all trash. It all sucks.
Fucking
um,
great.
yeah.
People
So a
spent
fatal.
money on it. Can you imagine getting a PS5 and then dropping like $70 for this game? Because it's the only new IP on your new system, and it's a system seller, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know, you can't play this on anything else, so you're like, yeah, I'll pick it up. This is like that PS5 exclusive, and it's Godfall. Like,
But
oh
then
my god, that is.
they have the audacity to fucking give you a portion of the game for free, but we're still gonna charge you for like the other half. And it's like I can't believe that it's still this bad. Like I can't imagine what it was like when it came out, because it's still fucked right now.
A logical robot says he's case in point, he's playing Outriders right now, which may not be a graphical powerhouse like Godfall, but it does everything else better.
I don't
I
know
think
about
a
that.
lot of games do some things better than Godfall. Like
Outright, I tried Outriders and it was still bad.
Game
It was
Pass is still
still
giving me
fucked
shit,
up.
so I couldn't even try Outriders. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
that's
that is
Godfall.
embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
If you want to see, I played,
Oh
I
my
don't know,
God.
maybe like almost 2 hours before this happened. Just a fatal epic online service error. Please restart the game. And then I just quit after that. So you can go on the YouTube. It's the archive is up there. Um, but maybe don't waste your time.
I gotta ask though. I just gotta know why release this free version of the game and put all the end game content, the stuff that you're meant to like work to and play after the campaign. Why make that free? But lock. How proud of are they of the campaign? They're like, oh no, that's the selling point of the game. We got to charge for that.
I'll 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 give them credit. Some of the cinematic stuff was kind of interesting. Like you saw in the beginning here, there was like a huge like war or something. I have no idea what's going on with the story, but it was interesting to at least like watch this stuff. Like, uh,
But is it interesting enough to like buy a $50, $60
oh,
game?
absolutely not,
Like
absolutely not.
exactly. Robot says Epic giving this away for free still won't make me install their launcher, but you guys already know this. Dude,
Yeah,
it's not even about the this game being released for free still won't make me play the game. Like this
it's
game is trash.
I mean it's on PlayStation Plus too, so you could like not have to go through the launcher.
Not even worth the bandwidth to download it, man. Like
The
I'm
other thing
not
is like
nothing
visually,
about this game like sold me on it. Visually it looks fine, but nothing else about this game is like
it
selling.
kind of looks fine. Like the cinematics look fine, but once you're in the game, there's like I said this during the stream that I don't know if it was my settings or everything has this red hue to it. Everything's like super red and almost seems like it's like overexposed or like someone turned the warmth
I
up
think that
all
was
the
a
way.
common complaint like at launch too. Everyone
Oh
was saying like
really?
how red and overexposed
Like
it looked. I'm
everything's
pretty sure I
super.
read some like comments on that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Everything looked like wrong visually, like once you're actually playing. Um, but yeah, it has the same problems as that Dungeons and Dragons game, which is crazy. Like the situational awareness, you just have none because you're so closed in on the character. So it does the same thing where you can like lock on to one guy, but if you do that, you're not gonna be able to see anything else that's happening around you. And there's range attacks that come at you. There's all sorts of enemies. There's enemies that shield other enemies, and it'll draw a line between those two guys, but you don't know which one you have to kill in order for the shield to go away on the other guy. It'll draw the line, but it won't tell you, hey, no, this is the guy that's creating the shield. So that was super confusing. Uh, yeah, I don't know. This game's a bit of a mess.
Jesus. That is that's fucking hilarious. I don't even know what to say. I mean, that's hilarious. Did you play anything good at least since last week?
um,
Oh, the
uh,
robot was saying that Outriders got a bunch of updates that overhauled the game. And that the worst thing about Godfall is I was like Anthem with a bunch of wasted potential. I mean,
Anthem is better than this.
I mean,
I actually
a
finished
looter shooter
Anthem.
with melee combat would be cool, but I don't know. Watching Godfall, I think it's because like, I play a lot of like action games, like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, a lot of melee combat focused action games, and seeing Godfall play just made me think like, oh, I want to play a good one of these, like Devil May
Yeah,
Cry or Bayonetta or Neo. Even Neo kind of has like that Diablo loot style element to it. It is like a melee focused action game. It's not a looter shooter per se, but even Neo like is phenomenal to play. But this is I don't know. I don't know how much potential there could be in this really. I feel like from the beginning there's a bunch of missteps in game design and making proper combat. Like this game looks boring to play. Like that's the worst part. It doesn't look fun to play.
yeah. It's I mean, once I actually got into the like co-op stuff, it did get a little more fun, but it was like a clusterfuck. There was just so much shit happening on the screen,
Yeah.
and you just couldn't tell what was happening at all. It was just visually a mess, just a complete mess of swords flying and weapons clashing and just a bunch of effects. And
Yeah.
so I just felt like I was flailing around most of the time, not really knowing what I was doing. Um, but that's all I got to say about that. Godfall, not even for free.
Not
Waste of
even
time.
free. Did you play anything good this week at least?
I don't think so. Well, but I mean, I didn't play anything else. I don't think so.
All right. Well, I didn't really play anything new. Still playing Neo 2. Still fucking fantastic. I'm having so much fun with Neo 2. It's still hard as shit. And anytime I think like, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this game, like something comes in and changes my mind. But it's still fucking phenomenal. I don't know if it's still on sale, but if it is, go check it out. Still playing SMT5. That's still great. Still love it. But that's pretty much it. Still playing Strange Brigade, believe it or not. Like that's like at least once a week I play that with my brothers and my cousin, and we have a blast with it. If you can get it on sale, check it out, but it's not worth the $50 it was when it first released. But with that being said, man, let's move on to the Game Awards stuff. We have a lot of game trailers, a lot of game announcements. We're probably
Yes.
not going to hit on all of these, but there's a couple I really do want to hit on, and I'm sure there's a couple you want to hit on. So I'll let
Yeah.
you go first. Like, what's some stuff here that like you really want to touch on?
So I will say, so the whole show was like 4 hours long almost.
Yeah,
So we put out the our show notes. We put out our show notes for every episode of the podcast we do. We attach the show notes to the bottom of like the video or in the podcast notes, whatever you're watching on. You can hit that link and you can see all the links to everything we talk about. So I just wanted to mention that because we're gonna skip some stuff here. But I got all the trailers on here. I'm actually gonna post the link for this right now. We got all the trailers here, everything that happened during the this 4 hour long show. Way too long, by the way. The show is just way too long and just bloated with stuff that I don't think anyone needs to see. uh, I don't know. They really need to restructure this show. But there's the show notes
agree.
just in case anyone wants to look at that right now. And so let's see. So they started with the pre-show, which might as well just have been in the actual show because they released new trailers and new information for shit that you haven't seen yet. Um, they showed Tunic. I think a lot of people haven't are still excited for this game and haven't really seen it quite yet. I played this. I played Tunic.
I remember you played during the
Uh,
demo derby, right?
and I was super disappointed because what I
Yeah.
expected to be more of a Zelda game. It looks like Zelda mixed with Fez, but what you don't know before you play it is that it's a it's a Souls like. It's a Souls game. And
What?
I'm not a huge fan of Souls. Not that it's bad or anything, but I just didn't expect there to be so much souls in this game. There's a lot of souls here. Um but it looks visually phenomenal, dude. Like it looks so good. I'm still gonna play it. I'm still excited for it, but
Yeah, this looks good. Like, what is Dark Souls other than like a modern, darker interpretation of Zelda? If we're being honest here, like,
I mean, it's more the attitude of it. Like the way you got to play it is different than a Zelda.
yeah,
Zelda's a lot more carefree, easygoing. Like if you die, it's not a huge deal. Whereas in a Souls game, it's like, no, you die, you fucked up, start over, or get your shit back. If you die again, you're fucked, type shit. But um, this game has that. So just if you don't know, now you know.
yeah. You don't know, now you know.
Uh, that's going to be coming out in March 16. It showed they revealed another character for King of Fighters that's coming out March 7 or February 17. Um, they
Yeah, they also
revealed
released the beta. They announced the beta too. Kind of weird to sneak like a character introduction in with a beta announcement, but whatever.
yeah. Well, I think it's the game's second beta. I think they already had one or a few maybe. They showed
King of
Texas
Fighters looks really
Chainsaw.
cool. This character looks dope.
I don't know much about King of Fighters. I'm not like a huge fighting game
It's
guy.
King of
Sure.
Fighters is huge in like Latin American countries like Mexico. King of Fighters is huge over there. Like the way we look at like Street Fighter, like Mexico looks at King of Fighters.
They're gonna be super excited about this.
Yeah, yeah, they are. I'm sure. Like if I look up Mexican Twitter, like they'll be all over this game.
Mexican
But
Twitter.
yeah, or it's called in Mexico Twitter. I mean, don't be racist. But no, jokes aside, it looks cool. I'm not a huge King of Fighters fan, but I fucked with King of Fighters a little bit, so I'll probably check that out when it comes out.
Yeah.
We did get a multiplayer reveal trailer for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I didn't expect this was happening
I didn't
because we got
even.
that Friday the 13th game and that, was shitty.
Well, they didn't show much for this. Just a little cinematic trailer. Not like I'm not totally sure what the game or if it is like a Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th or whatever. I would imagine
It's
it is.
gotta be. It's
But if you
gotta
have a
be a Dead by
multiplayer
Daylight.
reveal, you would already assume it would have multiplayer. That's not something you would reveal, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. They didn't really show. There's not
yeah.
much info on this, so
Yeah,
it's
according to the GameSpot channel that uploaded this, the description says that it's a multiplayer experience. No details in the experience will be similar to Friday the 13th, but
okay.
we'll have to wait and see what happens with it. Um, I don't know. At this point, I'm like, why even if it's gonna be like a Dead by Daylight or like Friday the 13th, like at this point, why even bother like making it? Just do a crossover with Dead by Daylight, like everyone
Yeah,
else has done.
yeah.
I mean, Friday the 13th tried to like compete with Dead by Daylight, and that didn't work. Um, I don't even think you can get that game anymore, right? It's been delisted.
I don't even know. That game came and went. I don't
Yeah, I
remember
think there's like
anything
some
about it.
some issues with it. With I think there's some copyright issues. The characters couldn't use like the devs couldn't use like certain incarnations of Jason, so they had to completely like rework the game out. And I don't know. I don't know what happened with that, but
They showed
whatever.
Homeworld 3, which I think they've shown like in the past already. So I thought we already knew this was coming, but they showed a little more of it. Uh, Never been into this game or even this style of game. It's like they're 4X games, which I forget what the X's are, but it's like expand, exterminate.
They're real time strategy games, which
Yeah,
not my cup of tea, but I'm sure there is someone who would love this, and
cool.
good
People are
for them.
excited for it. So
Yeah. Telltale's back with a new game, The Expanse,
yeah,
which
so this is based on the what is it, HBO or something
I don't
show.
remember.
I don't know who owns what anymore, but there's a show called The Expanse. And I think this is based on that. So it's another licensed game from Telltale.
Which isn't that what got them in trouble in the first place? Just doing a bunch of license games, having to pay all these royalties, and
I'm not totally sure what their thing was. I mean, I think eventually they just couldn't keep up with the demand. I think that was a part of it, but um, no, I don't know what's this doesn't tickle my taint really.
no, not me neither. I've never seen The Expanse. I don't care. Oh, excuse me. So watch The Expanse. Um, I'm excited. Telltale's back, but I hope
Yeah,
maybe we'll get Wolf Among Us too, but we'll see.
Telltale and Deck Nine, who
Uh,
I think are the new Telltale. They're the ones that did the last Life is no. They did fuck, what was the one with the twins? Twin Mirror. Is that what it's called? Twin something. It was one
What
with
are
the
you talking about,
twins.
dude?
There was a. It's on Game Pass. I played it. It was like we're twins and we can like
Oh, one of them was
read each
trans.
other's thoughts. Yeah, the one was trans. I think it
Oh
was
God,
called
I know what you're talking about. Shit.
Twin Mirror or something like that.
It wasn't Twin
Um,
Mirror. I don't think Twin was in the name. It was something else.
oh really?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
Anyway, Deck Nine is also they worked on that and they're working on this too. So
Fuck, the name of this game's gonna bug. Tell me why. Tell
tell
me
me
why.
why.
Tell
Yes.
me why. That
Tell
was
me
it.
why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good game if
Anyway,
you haven't
yeah, yeah,
played
yeah.
it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's on Game Pass too, so check it
All right, cool. That's a shout out to Game Pass of the day. Actually, probably not.
out.
There's some Game Pass stuff coming up. But
Yeah.
next we got Babylon's Fall, which is supposed to be this is supposed to be this like multiplayer like looter shooter style third person action game, but it's
A la
developed by
Godfall.
Platinum Games.
Yeah.
And this looks pretty dope. Like
It
I
looks
think this might be
okay.
fun actually.
I gotta see what the game actually. I have to see like more. Visually, it looks like a PS3 game. Uh, so that didn't really hit me. But I love Platinum. I'm of the mind that they've never made a bad game. They made some questionable ones, but none of them bad. Uh, so I'm curious to see what form this takes in. Almost looks like a that Nexon game that I forget what it's called. It looks like
I
one
don't
of
know what you're
those
talking
like
about.
Korean action MMOs.
Oh, a little bit, but like it's made by Platinum, so this might, not totally try to take your money. We'll see.
Yeah.
But we'll see. This looks
Comes out
cool. Like I
March.
like you said, anything Platinum puts out, like I want to check out. Electrical Robot says Rip Scalebound. Yes. You'd think now with like Microsoft trying to like push their next gen system and trying to push like their exclusivity, they might give Scalebound another shot, but we'll see. I would love to see that, dude. If they announce that they're gonna go forward with Scalebound again, I'd piss myself with joy. Um, After that, we got the teaser trailer for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which is the next big expansion for Monster Hunter Rise. This looks like it's going to do the same thing Iceborne did for World, which just here's a new big monster to fight, here's a new region, a new master rank to go through or G rank depending on where you're from, and that's I'm fine with that. Fucking, I love Monster Hunter. Any excuse to play Monster Hunter, I'll play Monster Hunter. Any excuse to play more Monster Hunter, I'll take it. And this looks like that. Just if Iceborne was for World, Sunbreak is going to do for Rise, and I'm excited. That's all I can say. I'm excited. It's coming out summer 2022. I'm definitely going to pick that up.
I'll be
That's
playing
not
that once it
even a
hits
debate.
PC.
Yeah, I'll be playing it when it comes to PC.
Yep.
And then we got Thirsty Suitors.
Now this looks very interesting.
Yeah, the tag for this game is battle your exes, disappoint your parents, and find yourself.
um, I can't even begin to explain what this game even is. I don't even fully understand what it is myself, but visually, I'm loving everything that's happening.
It kind of
Uh,
reminds me of like a reverse Scott Pilgrim.
yeah, yeah. But like the art style is like totally like different. Like it's like I don't know, like Western Asian or Eastern Asian. My bad. Ian.
Yeah, this looks crazy, and I don't know what kind of game I'm playing because she's doing like parkour and like skating, but the combat looks like it might be turn-based.
Yeah, but it also looks like it's like maybe like dialogue based. Like it's not traditional combat. It's almost
Yeah,
like the combat is you cooking a thing for your mother, and I don't know, like depending on how you cook it, you do a certain amount of damage or whatever. or there's no real, there's no
Yeah, I don't
UI
have
on
anything
the
to
screen or
compare it to.
anything.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
really crazy looking. The YouTube video has a link to their Steam page, and there's a bit more description there. It says that it's a stylish, story-driven adventure that unfolds through turn-based battles, skateboarding, and cooking.
It almost looks
So I don't
like
know.
Mario RPG style combat, where it's like
Yeah, it's
real, like
Mario
active.
RPG style combat with like a Scott Pilgrim inspired world with an almost reverse Scott Pilgrim thing, where instead of like trying to get the girl, you're like fighting. You are the girl fighting for your own independence. It's pretty cool. It's pretty
Um,
cool. I really like this. This game tickles my taint, as you like to say.
I don't
Like
know
I
why I
will be
say
checking
that.
this out.
There's no date on it or anything, but
No date, yeah.
just go ahead and throw that on the wish list here. Now that I'm here on this page. That looks crazy. Outer Loop Games. What else have they done? Falcon Age. They did Falcon Age in VR. Okay, that was their only other
Okay, so
game.
there we go.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
it's
that's
on my
Thirsty
radar now.
Suitors. It looks cool.
Um, they showed some more Evil West. Uh, looks all right.
Which looks dope. It looks dope, dude. I'm excited for this. This looks fucking crazy. Like a
It
dark
looks good.
fantasy third-person shooter set in like a Wild West setting. Like I'm
Oh,
into it.
Flying Wild Hog. These are the Shadow Warrior guys.
Yeah. Another reason I'm excited for it.
Okay, well now I'm interested.
Yeah, right? This looks dope, dude. This tickles my taint. That's probably the last time I'm gonna be saying that. But this looks cool. I'm into it. I like that juggle there where he like punched the dude up in the air and then like fanned his gun at him. Like that was cool. So Logical Robot says Call of Juarez Gunslinger is free on Steam right now, and to grab it. Yes, grab
It
it. It's
is.
great, great first person shooter. Seriously, go grab it. If
That was
anyone listening to this hasn't played Call of Juarez Gunslinger, go check it out. It's fucking awesome.
have it. I haven't played it though.
It's good. Go pick it up. It's good. Go play it. It's really, really good. Like it's seriously like a really solid first person shooter. It's got a really fun story, good gameplay. We're not talking about that right now. Go play it. But yeah, Evil West looks really cool. I really like this. I can't wait to check it out. That's set to release 2022. Hopefully we get some more hands-on gameplay later. But from what I've seen so far, it looks dope. We also have a Nice Death. It's a hand-drawn 2D action roguelite where you play as Death. Big surprise. This looks like a what the fuck is that developer? God damn it. Broken Age. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Psychonauts.
Who's that
Uh,
developer? Broken Age, Brutal Legends.
Double Fine.
Yeah, this looks like a Double Fine game.
No wait, that's
But
Broken.
then
They
you
didn't
see
do.
the
They didn't do.
gameplay, and then it doesn't look like a Double Fine game anymore. But
They didn't do Broken Age. That's did they? They did do.
I thought they
Was
did. Or
did
maybe
they?
not Double Fine, but it was the same guy. What's his name? Tim Schafer.
Yeah.
No, they published it. They published it, according to Wikipedia here. Anyway, point is, this looks like a Double Fine game, but it looks really cool. Like it's a 2D action roguelite, and I love me some really good 2D action games, and this looks really good.
I gotta be honest. I'm getting I'm getting a little tired of the rogue like genre these days. Maybe it's just me, but
Play enough
I've
of them to get tired of them, so maybe that's why you play like every new roguelite that comes out. I feel
yeah.
like so it's easy. It makes sense you would get burnt out, but I haven't played enough of them to get burnt out yet. So
I would love. I get Hollow Knight vibes from this, which is like not. roguelite. It's more like a Metroidvania. That's what I thought this was gonna be, like a Metroidvania, which I hate that term, but for lack of a better term, it looked like a Metroidvania. After I was like, oh shit, this looks like
Yeah,
Hollow Knight. But if it's like a rogue type game, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. We gotta. Oh man, I think we gotta start moving a little bit faster. We're not even like a quarter of the way through
As
this list.
I don't know. I
Um,
wanted to show like the new stuff, but um, Planet of Lana, we have to show this.
yeah,
So ID at Xbox, they showed this before on oh, the link is broken.
I got another link. Hold on, I'll put it in the stream. Boop.
Um, they showed it a couple months ago at the ID at Xbox presentation, and this is just a little bit more. And every time they show this, it just looks incredible. Um, definitely gonna be picking this game up, man. Visually,
Yeah,
it's super incredible. It's like an inside, I guess, uh,
yeah.
of the style of game it is, where you're just, I guess, just running from left to right. But
But it's like a 3D 2D side scroller, so stuff like outside of the 2D plane can like fuck with you.
yeah, and
Like it
I can
looks,
already,
it's really cool. It's got a really cool like look to it. And I don't know a lot about it, but the soundtrack
yeah.
so far sounds really dope. Like there's a lot I like about this so far. I'm definitely gonna check this out when it comes out too.
Which no, the soundtrack is by the guy who did the Shadow of the Colossus. No, not Shadow of the Colossus. I think he only did the Last Guardian. But was that this one? Was that this game? I remember he came out and they said a thing and it was like, "Oh, let me show you what I've been working on." And then I think it was this. Um, and it's just incredible. This is I really want to play this.
Yeah, I want to play
I
it too.
haven't
It
showed
looks
the
dope.
video.
Um, Moving on, we got a announcement. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is coming out March 17, 2022
All
for
right,
everything, PC, Switch, and Steam. So no
moving on.
Xbox.
I don't know. Not a lot to say about this other than that's
Now that
Persona
it's
4
happening, yeah,
Arena.
same. I don't know why, like it's just Arena Ultimax. I know that was the newest one, but there is a story mode, and it's a sequel to Persona 4 Arena. And Persona 4 Arena is a sequel to Persona 4. So kind of weird that it's jumping into that without an option to play through the story for the first arena, but whatever.
Pantsu, uh, jumped in the chat and said, "No mention of rollback netcode." Uh,
I
do
think
they
the
have to
last
mention
Persona
that?
4 arena had rollback netcode, didn't they?
I'm not sure. So this game is coming to Switch, and we already know how bad Switch games are with you know, online play. So you would hope this has something. Um, I don't know.
Could
It's
have sworn Ultimax had rollback netcode, but I might be wrong. Yeah, Pansy says they don't think so. I don't think so either.
the
I can't remember.
I played this on PS3. I thought that story mode. I here's what I hate about. Now I didn't want to like talk about this, but now I'm gonna talk about it because whenever one of these spin-off games come out, it's not every single one, but it's like most of them. Well, definitely the dancing games, and this one too. They do have like story modes, but it's like a visual novel, and then after you sit there for 3 hours, it gives you like one playable thing, and then you sit there for
Yeah.
another 3 hours and watch like a visual novel. Which like I love the banter between the characters, but it's just I don't know. I prefer if the game to visual novel ratio was a little better.
Yeah, and I could see your opinion on that because I don't mind the visual novel stuff just because like I'm coming from Persona 4, which already I like the characters. I want to see more of them. So I love that visual novel stuff because the banter back and forth with them. but it is hard to get through if you got a bad attention span like I do. I couldn't even finish like Persona 4 Arena, and I'm almost done with dancing, but I never finished that either. So it is rough to get through if like it's not your cup of tea. But Persona 4 Arena has some great like gameplay. I fucking love the gameplay of Persona 4 Arena, so I'll probably be checking this out when it drops. Pans, you said that Guilty Gear, the switchboard had rollback netcode, so it's definitely possible. Logical Robot said there's no way we're getting through the whole list. You're probably right.
All right, bet.
Yeah, we'll see. We got Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. No gameplay, just oh,
No,
this is
no,
a
no,
gameplay
no.
reveal. Never mind. I'm
The
dumb.
whole thing is gameplay. They made very they made sure to emphasize that. This looks incredible.
Yeah, it
I don't really
does.
have much else to say about it other than that. They're still doing the audio thing, whereas you can hear like the whispers in their head and stuff, which was really cool in the original. This whole segment has me intrigued as to what the fuck is going on. Like, why are they attacking this
Yeah.
big naked giant thing?
It looks like some Drakengard shit, dude.
Yeah, wasn't feeling this trailer at all. I I just like. I think they're just trying to show off the visuals, really, and not so much the gameplay or the story parts. Um,
Yeah,
Visually, absolutely incredible. I don't think we've seen
yeah.
anything this good yet out of next gen. Even like Horizon doesn't even look this good, and Horizon looks good, but
Yeah, the
yeah,
facial capture, the animation, like the lighting effects, like it all looks really good.
yeah, and like the whole thing, like Senua, the woman that plays Senua is not an actress. So I think she was like the HR person or something. They just had to have her do everything because they were on a budget. So I like when she does her voice acting and stuff. She doesn't feel like an actor. You know what I mean? It feels, I don't know, a bit more. It just feels different, like out of her. I don't know. It was something I noticed in the original game, and I noticed it here, like when she's more up in the higher registers, screaming and shit. But anyway, it looks great, I think. But
Yeah,
good visuals do not make a good game. So, and that
yeah,
first game was okay. I didn't love it. So I'm hoping we see more gameplay out of this, just to see what changes they make to improve on the original. But visuals, they've got it there. 15 FPS water splash. Logical said he loved the
yeah.
original combat system. I did not love it. Uh, it was okay. I didn't love it, but it was okay. Yeah, that's
I don't know. I've
Hellblade.
never played the first Senua, so I should probably give that a shot.
It's worth playing through, just because
Yeah,
it's different. It's different. It's a different experience, but
yeah. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Now moving on to something you think I would like. Um, Star Wars Eclipse. We got an official cinematic reveal trailer, which I would be excited for this until I saw who was developing it, which
yeah,
is Quantic Dream.
the Quantic Dream joint. Now they have not shown any gameplay or anything. Maybe for this game they decide not to do the Quantic Dream thing that Quantic Dream
But yeah,
does.
yeah, probably not though.
And if you don't know, Quantic Dream is they did Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human and Beyond Two Souls and Fahrenheit, if you go back that far. Um, was never a huge fan of any of their games, even though I played them all. I
I
would say
liked Heavy
Beyond,
Rain, but I feel like after Heavy Rain, they kind of got up their own ass with their writing, and I think their writing is way better than it really is.
yeah.
Like Quantic Dream alone is fucking embarrassing. It's trying to be this like, oh, ask me what it means thing. Well, like I don't know what it's about. It's about like slavery and racism, but you're so fucking on the nose with your fucking message.
Yeah,
Like they
but
try
they
to be this like bright avant-garde like storytellers, but at the same time they can't help but like literally throw everything in your face, and they're not subtle at all about it. I hate their writing for that exact reason, and
I would say
I feel like
what I
yeah.
liked about this specifically was the tone and the atmosphere. It took me a while to be like, is this fucking Star Wars? Because this doesn't feel like Star Wars. It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
Star Wars. It doesn't like, and I don't know shit about Star Wars, so forgive me if like this is a thing that like I think this is a universe that it does get touched on a little bit,
Yeah,
but
it takes place in the High Republic era, which
okay,
is quite a bit before the first movie and before Phantom Menace. Um, God, I think it takes like 200 years before the Star Wars movies, and it takes place like a couple, I think like 1,000 years after the Old Republic storyline. It's a new thing that Disney like brought in, a new timeline
okay,
Disney brought in about a year or two ago. So that's why it's so different. It's in a different cultural time place.
yeah.
But 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 Quantic Dreams is working on it, so it'll probably be some fucking ham-fisted fucking story about, I don't know, workers' rights or something. We'll see what they do with it.
We'll see.
I like shitting on Quantic Dreams because they're like Kojima, but without any of like the
Hey
charm.
now, hey now. Don't you dare drag
What?
Kojima into this.
Kojima's storytelling is fucking crazy, but at least like it's fun. And the messages he's trying to get across, he's not slapping you in the face with this anti-war shit. But with Quantic Dreams, I feel like the messages they want to get across, like they want to be like subtle and have it tell through the story, but they can't just do that. They have to like slap you in the face with it. There's this constant bell of like, ask me what it means when you see the shit that they do. I can't explain it, but they're really up their own ass when it comes to their storytelling, and I feel like they're going to do that with this game, but we'll see. I might be surprised. If I'm surprised, cool. I don't think I'm going to be, though.
Yeah.
I don't think Quantic Dreams can really tell a really good, compelling story, but we'll see. This is a separate property. This isn't a property they own, so maybe Disney might like rein them in a little bit, but we'll see.
Or just give them a
Um,
writer to do that part and they
yeah,
just make the
maybe.
game.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Logical Robot Pansy were talking about some other stuff they would love to see. Yeah, so Pansy had the same problem I did. If David Cage is very involved with the writing, it's probably gonna be similar, and they're out. Yeah, me too. That's my big beef with it. Um,
I
they're
don't
both
know.
saying they would love to see Republic Commando 2 come out. I would love to see that too. I'm upset 1313 got canceled too. And I don't know. I don't know. With I'm kind of hit and miss with any new Star Wars properties that are coming out that like aren't the Disney Plus stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. If this game surprises me, I'm probably still gonna check it out because Star Wars and I'm part of the problem. But I'm not excited that it's gonna be this like great thing. I really don't think so. I think David Cage's writing is gonna fucking flounder this game. Pan- yeah, Pansy said the game's still a ways away, like 3 or 4 years away. So yeah,
Yeah.
minor exaggeration. But yeah, that game's a ways away.
We'll see. Um then they showed oh, okay, so I put these in here. Microsoft has some ads during the show. They had two ads in the show, and I just wanted to put those in here because their ads are really fucking good.
Yeah,
um they had
yeah.
Pete Hines.
They're doing the Devolver Digital, like kind of poking fun at Game Award stuff thing, but it's
Yeah,
not like
but also poking fun at
overblown any.
themselves.
Yeah,
Um, they just came out and just threw like 1,000 game codes out on the screen, while Pete Hines is talking about, hey, we make games.
yeah. This is so clever. I haven't even tried any of the game codes, but I doubt like any of them work anymore.
Yeah,
It's been like 48 hours, so I doubt any of those game codes are still valid.
yeah, I'm pretty sure someone went through these with surgical precision. So, um, but I don't know. I thought these ads were pretty funny. They have another one a little
Yeah,
later
they have
with
another one, Little Dicky, that's really
Little
good.
Dicky.
That. Let's just talk
Uh,
about the Little Dicky one right now. Fuck it.
you want?
Like,
Okay.
yeah, let's talk about it now. So, this Game Pass ad is so goddamn funny because it opens up like what you think a Little Dicky Game Pass ad would look like, but it's actually like a boardroom meeting, and they're like talking about what to do. And it's actually got like you got Little Dicky there, and you got Gata there, which you haven't seen the Dave show. This reminds me of like a clip from the Dave show. Like if this had been an episode in Dave, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. It's really clever. There's a lot of funny little jokes in there.
But they're like,
This
we're gonna
bit
get
right here
Lil
where Gata
Dicky
asked him
to.
if he wrote that song, but yeah, what was that?
They're like, we're gonna get Lil Dicky to do an ad, and we're just gonna let him get away with not rapping. It's like he got away with it.
Yeah. I love that. And like earlier when they're talking about like, oh, what if we just have like Gata like tweet out like the game list and he can like leak it and then I'll like share it because I have more followers. And he's like, oh, I already did it. And
Oh
there's a little
yeah,
like thing there that says Gata really just tweeted that.
yeah. And he actually did. If you go to their Twitter page, he actually did take a screenshot of that and put it out. And there's a list of games. They're just games that are coming day one. It's nothing like surprising. So don't get crazy.
It's really funny that like how like meta like this whole clip is. It would have been even funnier if like they didn't just have this clip pop up where it said Gata just tweeted it. If he just tweeted it, didn't tell anybody,
Yeah.
but whatever.
But also like in between this, there's also if you look really closely when he takes a screenshot when he tweets that picture, there's game code. They're like email messages and stuff. There's game codes all along the side that they gave
Yeah,
away. And then like at the end of the video, there's also like even more game codes like in the subtext at the bottom. Uh, like shouts out to them for just finding a creative way to just give away free games to people. Uh,
yeah.
like I
It's
think that's
really
really
funny.
dope.
Like I really like this. Plus the whole bit is like it's like a 2.5 minute like skit is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like it's a really funny skit. And then
That's
even at
not
the end
bad.
of it, they're like, "Hey, we know you saw the codes that were hidden, so here's a bunch more."
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like, oh, that's really cool. But no, I like that. It gave me really strong like Devolver Digital like vibes. Like it's something Devolver Digital would do, but
yeah.
Xbox is doing it. All right, but yeah, that's the two like really funny like trailers they did. After the Bethesda giveaway, we did get a look at Lost Ark, which is set to drop February 11th, 2022.
Lost Ark.
This
We don't
looks
need to look at
cool.
that.
Yeah, looks cool. There's really nothing to talk about. It looks cool. We've both been excited for it.
It's a Diablo,
Moving on.
which I'm all
Yeah.
for. Hopefully, it has
Yeah,
controller
same.
support on PC because that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
uh,
same.
showed a Wonder Woman
Oh,
teaser. Did
Logical
anyone?
Robot did mention that the Xbox Game Pass got renamed to PC Game Pass, which is another
Yeah,
funny joke. Like in it, where Gator was just like, "Why don't you just call it PC Game Pass?" And they're like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that."
yeah.
And they did it. Oh, that's good. But yeah, yeah, Lost Ark looks cool. Diablo clone. I love Diablo clones. Um, that's it. Yeah, moving on. We got a look at Wonder Woman, the official game announcement teaser. Not to go off, just Wonder Woman looking cool with her whip in slow motion.
Yeah.
No gameplay. It's being developed by Monolith Productions, the same guys who did the Middle Earth games, the Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor games. So it might be cool, but we'll have to wait and see. We got a full presentation for Alan Wake 2. And by full presentation, it's like a 3 minute like teaser.
It's just the teaser, and then they interview Sam Lake a little bit, but
Yeah, there's
never
not
played
too
Alan
much
Wake.
behind it other than like an interview.
I need to
You
go back and
should. I
play the
love
game.
Alan Wake. I
Yeah.
love Alan Wake, man. What's cool with this though is that during the little like interview, they did announce that it is gonna be a full-fledged survival horror game. Where the first one was kind of an action game with horror elements, this is set to be a full survival horror, which gets me excited. That gets me really excited because Alan Wake was pretty scary when it wanted to be. So to make for them making a game that's just gonna be that, yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. Good job. Way to go, Sam Lake.
Yeah, I need to play it after like playing Control and seeing how they intertwined all that Alan Wake stuff into it.
Still gotta finish Control. I
I'm
really need to
curious about
finish
Alan Wake
Control.
now.
It's good. Alan Wake is good, man. You should play it. You should pick it up. The remaster just came out on Epic, so go check it out.
Yeah,
We also got to look at the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 teaser trailer. Not
looks
even a
great.
teaser, it's a full trailer. This looks incredible. Those of
That
you who
first
don't
movie
know,
was
yeah,
the first movie was better than it had any right to be. Like
way better.
you could tell that the people that made that movie knew about they were Sonic fans, right? Because they were making small jokes, and even in this one, right in the beginning, he's eating a chili dog, which is a
Yeah,
reference to the cartoon series where he loved chili dogs, but
yeah.
that's never been in any of the games at all. So it's like that's subtle Sonic lore right there that a lot of people might not know about. But it's stuff like that those small nods to Sonic shit. That's like, no, these people know what they're doing.
Yeah, you can tell there's like which lends more credence, a little off topic here, but if you remember the Sonic design that people were shitting on originally, that kind of adds more credence that maybe that design was on purpose because there's a theory that shitty design was on purpose to get the
Really?
internet talking about it. And they always plan to like change it just to get that some more buzz around it and get some good graces by saying like, oh, like we completely redid the animation with the new design because of fan feedback. But when they
Okay.
put this much effort in like the script, the storytelling, and they obviously understand the character, why would they make such a drastically different design?
Yeah.
Like that kind of makes me think that maybe there's some credence to that theory that it was on purpose. But other than that, like this trailer looks incredible. Like we got Tails in it. Um, Jim Carrey as Eggman looks really cool.
Tails is voiced by the original voice actress also,
Yeah, which
which is
was
dope.
really cool.
Um,
And then at the very end, we got that look at Knuckles, who sounds fucking intimidating as fuck, dude.
Knuckles is played
Like
by Idris Elba.
he has this deep grovelly like you think I need your power, like oh my god, I got goosebumps when I saw that shit.
Shouts out to Sonic Adventure. I did get like feeling of that too. I was like, I want to play some Sonic Adventure again, man. I love that game, by the way. I fully know it's a terrible game, but like it's got a soft spot in my heart. That was the first Dreamcast game I ever owned. Oh, that and Shenmue, but I don't know. Like I feel like they're nailing it with this game or this movie. So
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
probably
they're
gonna
really
watch
nailing
this
it.
in the theaters.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna watch this in theaters. I watched it in theaters last year with my wife. She's a huge Sonic fan, so we're definitely gonna watch this too. I liked it. I like Sonic a lot. It was way better than it had any right to be, and this one looks like it's gonna do a lot more of what we got in the first one, and I'm down. I am down. We got a look at a gameplay trailer for Horizon Forbidden West. It's the new threats gameplay trailer, kind of showing off some more of the environment, some more of the enemies and stuff to get into.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I mean, Horizon looks interesting. I still got to go back and beat the first Horizon game. I haven't finished it yet.
No, you don't. It's all right.
I know you're kind of whatever with it, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was a cool game.
It's a cool game. I just didn't. I hated the. I hated playing it.
It's the kind of
I
cookie
hated.
cutter open world stuff.
Yeah, it was just like I've seen all of this done in other games for the past like 5 6 years, and this game isn't doing anything new or refreshing aside from like the machine combat stuff was like very cool, but it gets tired after a while when you like realize I'm wasting more resources than I'm getting. I could just run past all these guys and not have to waste my time and resources.
I thought it was cool because like there was a lot of like planning,
Yeah,
having to like
it reminded me of the stuff
there-
that I liked about how open ended Metal Gear Solid 5 was, and that you can kind of approach these situations and in various ways and kind of be inventive and creative with how you want to go about it. Like that stuff's really cool, but it just didn't. I don't know. After a while, I was like, "Oh my god, I fight this thing. It takes forever and wasting all my resources. And I gotta go and collect all this bullshit again so I can craft and replenish
yeah, that's what
everything." It
that
was
bugged me
just
the most about it. All the collectathon stuff and Logical Robot complained too. The collectathon stuff drove him insane.
yeah,
Same. I don't know why open world games need to just shove all this crap for you to like collect just to progress. Like I hate it.
yeah.
And
It
some
was
of them
Far
it's the only
Cry.
way to like level up your character. Like Infamous Second Son did the same thing where like you had to find these shards, and those shards were basically your experience points to like level up. So you get
Yeah,
to a point where you're getting your ass kicked. You're like, oh, I got to go like collect some shards and buff up my character. Like it's frustrating.
that is a deep cut right there. I haven't thought about that
Yeah,
game in a very
dude,
long time.
that that is the game I go to when I talk about like really shitty open world mechanics. And it sucks. It's a fun game, but it had some shitty open
But
world
I don't
design.
remember that one being so bad. Like I remember that just like, oh, there's a little shard over there. Let's go grab it. Like I never felt like I was hunting them down. It was always like, oh, it just
Oh,
happened
I
to be
did.
here and I noticed it, so I'm gonna grab it. Oh, there's another one over there. I'll grab that one too. It was always like I'm gonna grab it because I just happened to see it and I'm over here. So
I remember having to hunt them down, and it was annoying as fuck. Maybe that's just me. Um,
um, yeah. So
so for yeah,
Horizon's coming
Horizon
out
Forbidden West. Yeah, we got
February
to look
18th.
at yep, February 18th. We got to look at Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade for PC. It was just announced. That's set to come out pretty soon. We're looking at December 16th, which
$70 on this, by the way.
is what?
$70.
Oh, never mind. I was excited.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy this game again and replay it. What is it gonna be like? $40 at the most? No, $70.
Oh, $70.
Uh, so that's a bummer.
Like,
um,
I get that it's a port of the PS5 version, but the PS5 version's been out for what, like 6, 7 months already?
yeah, but the original game's like over a year old.
Yeah, exactly. So that's another thing. It's like, why
Like you're
even
just getting that
bother?
plus this DLC, which like is $20 at the most. Oh, they removed the price from the store page. I didn't even realize that because I did link it. I did link the store page a little later, and I was like, oh, the price isn't on here, but I didn't realize they removed it.
Okay, so there we go. Looks like bitching and complaining. Might actually fix this. They release it for like 40, $50. Yeah, that might be worth it.
Well,
Especially
because
Final Fantasy VII Remake is such a graphically intense game. Like,
I didn't get to play the DLC on. You know, I only have a PS4, so I'm like, oh yeah, I get to play this DLC now, but not for fucking $70. Not like that's crazy.
you buy the DLC
Forspoken.
separately, can't you? On PS4?
I don't. It's only on PS5, I think.
No, Intergrade should be on PS4.
What I
It's like a separate
understand
download, I think.
is PS5 exclusive. DLC is not on PS4. Yeah, it's only on PS5. So that's why I haven't played it.
Yeah.
If they do all
Yeah, I
four
don't know.
sections of the full game, did they confirm it's only four sections? Because at the pace they're going, I mean, we're looking at. I know the original was like 4 discs, but I don't. At the pace that this game goes, is going to end up being like 20, 30 discs or separate DLCs. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
They're
have no
rewriting.
idea how they're gonna do this. Like,
The huge spoiler is they're redoing the entire. They're rewriting the story. So,
yeah.
but yeah, there's some feelings here in the chat about this. But
Pans you said, which is fucking bullshit, because originally said all of the RE7 remake. I think you meant FF7 remake. All parts would be on PS4, and the DLC isn't even. Also, they didn't say it's 4 sections. They said pre-launch. They don't even know how many parts it'll have. Epic
yeah,
telling us all PC games will end up cheaper.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I got the first. I got FF7 remake free on PS Plus, but that doesn't. They specifically mentioned that that version doesn't upgrade to the PS5, which is bullshit.
yeah. Actually,
Um,
they also Uncharted Thieves Legacy of Thieves collection is the same thing. If you got the Uncharted 4 or 5 from PlayStation Plus, you cannot upgrade to the PS5 version for free.
bullshit.
Yeah. The whole
That's
spreadsheet
bullshit.
on the entitlements.
Yeah.
um, moving
But
on.
yeah, so that's yeah. Moving on, we got a list to go through. Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. It's announced coming out February 2nd, 2022.
A lot
I
of people
mean,
hate on Destiny
looks
for no
interesting.
reason. This game is great. Destiny 2 is
Yeah,
great. Uh, I don't know why there's so much hate for this game out here, man.
I,
It's a
I was gonna
phenomenal
try
game.
Destiny,
It's
and
free to
literally like I
play.
downloaded it.
Go
Yeah,
on.
like I downloaded it. I was gonna play it, and then like all the Activision Blizzard stuff came out, so I uninstalled it because I don't want to.
No, but they're not
I
under
don't want to.
they're not under Activision anymore. They're indie now.
What really? Bungie is?
Yeah, they left
You sure?
Activision. They're totally indie now. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I remember. There's that big thing when they left, like when they were migrating off BattleNet, and you had to like migrate
Yeah.
your stuff over, else you had to start over again.
Yeah. So you don't got to
Oh, you're
feel bad
right.
about
Okay,
enjoying this game.
awesome. I can play this guilt free now. Cool. That's awesome. That's great news.
yeah, I don't know. If you've not played Destiny 2, like it's free to start and you can just dip your toe in and see how you like it. They've made so many enhancements and changes. I haven't played it in a while, so I don't even know what's new. I haven't played any of the DLC or anything. I kind of had my time with it and moved on, but it was great when it launched, and they made it even better since then. So I don't know.
All
Everyone
right,
said the
that's good to
gunplay on
know.
PC was
I
so
can play
good and
that
the
guilt
guns were the
free.
same.
That is great to hear. Next trailer we got to look at. Panza said that they played a bunch of it on console. Play some Destiny 2 at launch. Yeah, everyone
It's
tells you the gunplay was good too.
Yeah, it's one of
Watch.
those. It's a FPS MMO, so you're gonna be doing like repetitive stuff. But I feel like even if you just want to play through the story mode and the champagne, and maybe even the DLC, like that's good enough for me. Like that's all I want to do in that game is just the campaign. I don't really like get.
Want to min max your
Yeah,
character
I
and
never min max
get all
my
the best
shit. I
gear.
never look at
Yeah,
spreadsheets and try to figure out what the best builds are. Like
I do.
I just
I'm a
play.
sucker for that shit. But no, yeah, it looks cool. And now that I know, like, I can play it guilt free, I might actually go check it out. Um, so moving on, we got a look at Slitterhead, which I never heard of before.
Well, no one's heard of
But
it.
it's a new game. Yeah, which is a new game from the Silent Hill creator. This looks interesting. And there's no gameplay. It's
It
just like a
looks
cinematic trailer, but it looks
looks
cool. The
so
design looks
stupid.
creepy.
I love it.
Looks stupid. I think it looks cool.
Well, no, it looks cool and stupid at the same time. Like, especially when that like music kicks in, you're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Yeah, Logical said this was batshit. Dude, I love stupid shit like this. Like, it's one of the reasons why I love like Japanese games like Kojima and shit is because you just don't get this from America or Europe or like anything.
Oh my
No idea
god,
what
I
the
was
fuck is
watching
going
this
on.
without the music,
No, the
and
music
this is
makes it.
like totally. It kills the mood for me.
The music makes it.
I have a totally different opinion on this now that I'm hearing the music playing in the background.
Yeah, it's so over the top and dumb. I love it.
It's just
Um,
crazy. It's got the Devil May Cry music, like Devil May Cry 1 music.
and just the name Slitterhead is like what even? um, doesn't look good and sounds like what I expected. I mean, of course, it doesn't. It doesn't look. I mean, we haven't really seen any actual gameplay of it, really. So it's hard to say what even is exactly. But I love stupid things, and this is like super stupid, very stupid, in
Yeah,
fact.
I'm
So
into it. I'm into it, dude.
off the wall
Logical
Dreamcast
Robot
game.
Singer reminds us of the off the wall Dreamcast games. They were in current gen. You're absolutely right. This is like God, what's that one Dreamcast like horror game, the first person one? I think it was like D3. Like this reminds me
Yeah,
of that. Like,
you're thinking of
I
that
don't
was
know.
on the Wii U.
Am I thinking of D2 then? Yeah, I'm thinking
D2,
of D2. Yeah. That's
D3,
another
the
one that was
sequel to
like batshit
D2.
crazy. Yeah, D2 was on Dreamcast. Point is, it reminds me of this weird off the wall shit. Logical Robot said like Blue Stinger. That's a name I haven't heard in fucking ever.
I don't even know
Yeah,
what
this has
that
got
is.
mad Blue Stinger vibes. Pansy was saying it's seems more Suda 51 than Silent Hill. I can see that too.
I was never a
Which
Silent
I'm
Hill
into.
fan, so I don't need it to be Silent Hill. I just need it to be
Same.
good or stupid at least, or whatever.
Yeah,
I
I'm the
like it
same way.
for
I've never been a huge Silent Hill fan. I've never played a Silent Hill game. And this looks crazy. I'm into it. I'm into it.
no date
Next
on
trailer we
that.
got. Yeah, no date at all, and no gameplay yet, so I don't know what it's gonna play like. Next game we got is Nightingale, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at because this is a mostly like cinematic trailer. There is some gameplay stuff to look at, but I'm still not entirely sure what this is. Is like a survival game, like a monster hunting game, a little bit of both.
It looks like a some sort of co-op PVE type of game. I would imagine. Let's see. No details in the description. So, but
Yeah, the monster designs are really cool. The giant that was like fucking up stuff, jumping off buildings looked really cool.
I think it's
But
almost like a It reminds me of the Exile Conan game, Conan Exiles, where it's like Valheim but bigger, I guess, in scope.
and with guns.
Yeah, but I remember that Conan Exiles having similar stuff where there's like giants, or maybe that was something else. But that's what I immediately thought of when I saw this, like Conan Exiles, which is a terrible game and you shouldn't play it. I know people love that game, but I don't know. I could never. Serious Sam, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the Serious Sam vibes too. I don't know. This looks interesting. This looks really interesting, and I need to see more of it before I can form an opinion on it. But it's piqued my interest at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we got Somerville. It's a stylish sci-fi adventure game from Jump Ship, and
Yes, they
that's set to
also
drop on Xbox and PC in 2022.
they
What was
showed a
that?
little bit of this a while ago in the ID at Xbox as well. And
Oh, they
again, looks
did.
like
I didn't
another
see
like
that.
an inside style uh lot like inside. Yeah, again, this is another one where I'm like, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm loving the way it looks. It's by a dev who worked on Inside and Limbo. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
probably why it looks a lot like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This looks cool. I don't know a lot about it, but I feel like that's kind of the charm going into these kinds of games.
Yeah.
So we'll see when it drops, what it's like. And then finally, we get a look at Cuphead, the delicious last course. This was announced forever ago.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of I never played Cuphead, but I've been kind of keeping up with this a little bit. I know the Cuphead community has kind of been just like has been just kind of just going crazy. Like, where the fuck is this like last expansion? And they have a really charming trailer shows it off. It's like this old school like puppetry, stop motion. Well, not even stop motion, it's all puppetry. Really interesting trailer to look at. But no, we actually got a look at this. We actually got some gameplay for it. We actually got a release date, June 30th, 2022 is when this is finally coming. This is supposed to come out in like what, like 2018? 2017?
I don't even know. They like announced it when the game came out, and we've just been on the fence since then, like just waiting for it. Finally, finally, it's got a release date. What is that? June 30 next year. And
Exactly. And
logical said,
this looks cool. I'm into it. I gotta go back and play Cuphead now. Like, I feel like I would love this game.
"Have you not played it?
I've never played it. It's on
Oh,
Game Pass, right? Or am I going crazy?
uh, it might be. It should be actually. Man,
I've never looked for it. Let me see. Hold on.
if not, it's super cheap by now. But it's a great game. More, it's like it takes inspiration from like all the games I grew up loving, like Contra, Contra Hardcore specifically. Like it's got direct inspiration from a lot of games that I love. So
Yeah, Cuphead's not on Game Pass. It's not popping up for me.
that's a bummer. But
It is a
it's
bummer.
just
Whatever. I'll
buy
pick
it.
it up. I'll buy it on Switch or something. All right, this looks dope. I'm excited for that. I might actually go back and play Cuphead now. We also got a quick look at Sonic Frontiers, which
Yeah.
is supposed to be an experience like never before, according to the description here. It's
So
open zone type of games, what they're calling it. Not open world, but open zones. Which I hear that and I'm like, Sonic Breath of the Wild? Sonic Breath of the Wild? Sonic Breath of the Wild, maybe?
well, because what
I
I
don't know.
would imagine is something like I don't know, like a Saints. You know, how, like Saints Row was it 4 had like it had the whole city, but you could like sprint through it really fast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining. Because when you see this, you don't see any, you don't see any loop de loops. You don't see any rings. You don't see the stuff that makes Sonic the iconic Sonic shit. Is you don't see any of that. Actually, this looks more like Fantasy Star Online than it does a Sonic game to me. Which fucking I love, but
Yeah.
uh, so I have no idea like what form
Yeah.
this game is gonna take. But
Yeah, me neither.
word on the street is that they've demoed this behind the scenes and it demoed very well, is what I'm hearing. So I
Yeah?
don't know. Yeah,
Cool.
that's word on the street. So
I mean, we'll see, man. At this point, I don't think Sonic can go any lower. So we'll have to see what they could. It's a rough opinion, but I
Sega's
mean
been
they
doing
fucked up
well
so much
lately.
with it.
Sega
They
has been
have been
doing
doing well
well.
lately. They
I
have been
have
doing
to.
well lately. So that's why like I think this will be really cool to check out. And if it doesn't, that mixes up the Sonic formula, I'd be down. You know, an open world Sonic game sounds badass.
I didn't even realize that was
Well,
Amy. I got the subtitles on here, and they've got like Amy saying stuff, which I didn't even realize. That's kind of interesting. It's not some random human woman that's like, "Save me, Sonic." It's actually Amy, I guess. I don't know.
okay, that's cool. All right, but yeah, that looks cool. That's set to come out holiday 2022, so we won't see it till next year. But it looks dope. I can't wait to see more gameplay of it, and I can form a full opinion. But the idea is intriguing me.
Yeah.
We also got a look at Chia. We got a gameplay trailer that's at the drop spring 2022. This looks cool. It's like a Breath of the Wild inspired island survival game.
Yeah, and they showed this before on some like PlayStation event. Looks good then. Looks even better now.
Yeah.
I would hope that it has some form of multiplayer. I would imagine it does, just from the looks of it. But
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in here that I've never seen before. Like I like it takes the climbing and the paragliding from Breath of the Wild, but then you see her like jump on like land on a palm tree and like swing the palm tree
she
back
has
and
a
forth, like
slingshot.
catapult herself. Yeah. Like there's some cool stuff in here. Like there's some really cool stuff in here, I really like. And the survival stuff in there too is really neat. The fact that she can like possess objects and animals is really neat. This looks cool. But there's some
Yeah.
cool shit in here. And I really, really want to check this out. That's set to come out June of next year. Oh, she has a fully playable ukulele. Breath of the Wild doesn't have any instruments. Just throwing that out there.
I
Like give me an ocarina or something. But
didn't even
jokes
think of
aside,
that.
this looks really cool. And I love that we live in like this day and age where like we're starting to see like a lot of Breath of the Wild inspired games coming out,
Yeah.
which is cool. Like you both said, like if you're gonna steal something, steal the cool shit. Like steal cool shit. I want to see cool shit in new games.
Yeah, well, the game industry typically follows what makes the most money, not what's actually, winning all the awards and shit. That's why, like, when Breath of the Wild won every award the year it came out, you're like, oh yeah, everyone's gonna. Or remember, like we talked about, like Shadow of Mordor. Everyone was like, oh, everyone's gonna steal the Nemesis system. This is the next big thing, and like no one did, not a
Didn't
single
they
fucking
patent it
game.
though, so nobody can steal it?
They did now,
Or am I
but
making that?
back then it was open season. Like anyone could have fucking taken that, and no one did. So I don't know, and I'm sure someone could come up with their own implementation of that system. It's not like it's like I'm not sure what the legalese is behind it, but people find a way
Yeah,
to
me
kind of
neither.
just circumvent that stuff. So, Suicide Squad. They had a new Suicide Squad trailer. I'm not sure. I like the tone of this stuff. All these games like always have like this snarky character character action stuff that's like I'm kind of over at this point. And it's like it looks like what this game is. Granted, it looks fun to play. It at least looks
It
fun.
does.
So I guess that's really all that matters. As long as the game is fun, it's whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It looks like fun though. I'm not gonna pretend I'm this huge like Justice League or DC Comics fan because I'm really not. But this looks like fun. And it's made by the Arkham City guys, like the A team, right, from
Yeah.
the Arkham City. So this could be really cool too. Yeah, I'm into it. Like this looks like a lot of fun.
Plays
But
in
we'll
the
have to wait
chat.
and see.
Plays in the chat. You said something about games being fun. Look, man, games could be fun. You can just have a fun game, but you can also have a game that's like changing what it means to be a video game, you know? Like I like to see things that kind of reinvent the medium in a way. Like not everything has to be the same. I
Your
don't know.
dopamine rush.
Yeah. Like I can play a game and be like, I've never seen that before. This I've seen a million times. Like this is not gonna this game is not gonna win any awards. Maybe it might,
It
but
might, yeah.
it might if it's good enough. It might, but Outer Wilds wins awards because not because it's fun, it's because it's kind of groundbreaking. It's but I
Logical
digest.
Robot said this game reminded him. Wait, what did you say?
What?
You said I digest? Is that what you said?
That's an Ali G joke. It's
I
I
was
do
gonna
that on
say, like, are you
purpose.
serious, homie?
I do that on purpose. It's an Ali G joke.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, what the fuck? Um, oh man, Logical Robots. This reminded him of a lot of Agents of Mayhem. Yes, it did, but like good. Um, I played Agents of Mayhem. It's not great. But this looks fun. Like this looks good. I would play this.
It looks fun. Is this gonna make a game of the year list? I guarantee. Well, I can't guarantee that, but let's be honest. Let's be honest, okay?
Yeah, this game's gonna have a really big launch. I think a lot of people are gonna be playing it, and they'll probably fall off after that year once the hype is done. And I could swoop in and pick it up when it's like $20 next year.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, looks cool. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on it. We got Forspoken trailer for that. Isn't this the is that a fucking dragon game? Is it the same game?
Yeah. Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Yeah.
I love that line. That kind of made me fall in love with this game a little bit, but
That
yeah.
line kind of caught me off guard because I was like, that was I was like, I can't tell if that line's funny or cringe or I'm laughing because it's cringe, but
Yeah. I mean,
it
this
got me to
whole
pay
game
attention.
is like I don't know if people are actually excited about this game or if it's just like, oh, here we go again. Like I don't know. This is the most Final Fantasy game I've ever seen, and it's not even a Final Fantasy game. Like the amount of like particle effects and magic shit that's just flying around and the whole land. It's like I don't know. It's
And there's a bunch of magic shit in here that's just you're right. It reminds you like that Final Fantasy 15 era of like Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
Um,
like all the promotional material that led up to. Remember when they first announced the whole Fabula Nova Chrysalis thing with 13 and 13 verses and all that shit?
yeah,
Everything those games looked like they were going to be and didn't end up actually being. This game looks like it actually is, but it's not even a Final Fantasy game. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like it looks
yeah, I get that
awesome.
vibe too. Yeah,
It looks
it
awesome,
looks
but
awesome.
like super like weird as fuck at the same time. Like I don't know what to make of this game, but
Yeah, me neither. But I'm definitely gonna check it out. Like it looks like it'll be a good time.
apparently it's gonna be very expensive. Pantsu was saying that it's like $80 or something. I don't know about that. Well, euro, I guess in euro is gonna be more. I don't know. Is this game actually listed on any stores yet? I
Not that I
would,
know.
I would,
Hold on.
I would want to check it out. 90 USD, but I don't think it actually translates like that. I don't think it's one to one like that. Like I know like in Australia games are extremely expensive, but that doesn't really translate into US dollars.
I'm on the Steam page now, and
Yeah, it's 70. It's 70 for the base game and one
95 for the
ninety
digital
five
deluxe.
for the deluxe. So
Jesus
that's
Christ.
interesting.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's Forspoken. We got Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
So Space Marine was the first Warhammer game I ever played,
Yeah,
only
that was the action
because
game, right? It wasn't like an
yeah,
RTS.
only no. It was the first person. It was a third person shooter, kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know, like a Gears of War or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
I played it. It was good. And I'm actually surprised that's getting a sequel. I
yeah, because people hated that game. That game sucked. It didn't
thought it
suck.
was fun.
It was okay. It was okay. But you could
I
look
think
at it.
Warhammer fans didn't like it because they're like, what is this dumb third person shooter? I want my RTS.
Yeah. Uh oh, Logical is in here. He's got apparently you're the biggest Warhammer fan on the planet. Oh, Space Marine was my shit. Okay, maybe just Space Marine. Um, yeah, I don't know. I thought Space Marine was okay. It didn't really tickle my taint, but this looks dope though. If we
This
skip
looks
the
dope.
cinematic, they actually do
Yeah,
have a
there's like a
little bit of
gameplay about 2 minutes, 20 seconds in, where he's like
yeah.
fighting a bunch of bugs. This shit, it looks crazy. Like, what is all this shit? I don't know anything about Warhammer lore, but this looks cool as fuck. Like I'm
Were
into
people
it.
positive about that game? That game was a long time ago. I know I played it and I was like, this, is not.
I think the consensus was it was a fun action game, but it wasn't a good Warhammer game. I think a lot of the Warhammer fans were pissed off at it because it was like they thought it was like some mindless like third person shooter
Yeah,
in a time when like there haven't been any new Warhammer like RTS games. But we've had a couple Total War Warhammer games since then, so I think the public backlash has eased up a little bit since then. I don't know. I'm not a Warhammer guy. Yeah, so that Pansy's like saying that Warhammer fans said they turned it into Gears of War. So I
so
think
that's what
that
got
that's
me
where
to.
most of the yeah, that's what
That's what
got me
got
to
me to
play
buy
it.
it. I
Yeah,
was like, oh
same.
shit,
I was like, oh
let's
yeah,
go.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what got me
a
to play
real
it too.
game.
So
Telling me I don't got to click in this game? Shit.
so yeah, this looks cool. I'm into it, man. I don't think there's any release date for that yet, but
No
it is
release
set to
date.
come out on PS5. It's probably gonna come to PC. Let's be honest here. Like this is a PS5 like
Yeah,
announcement trailer, but it's gonna come out on PC. Let's be honest.
yeah.
Um, Next we got a look at Saints Row. We got some extended gameplay for Saints Row, and
I don't.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like it looks. There's segments of this that look absolutely amazing. Like there's a part where she's like lying down on top of a car and then shooting another car. I was like, that's badass. Um, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest Saints Row fan. I don't know what
Oh, I
people want out
love
of Saints
Saints
Row.
Row. I want to see stupid, crazy shit in Saints Row, man.
Yeah, but at the same
And I feel
time,
like there's a lot of it in here, but at the same time, it feels like it looks like how can I word it? It looks like Watch Dogs 2 to me. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, which is the good Watch Dogs.
Yeah. But I don't
So
want to play Watch Dogs. I play Saints Row. I want to play Saints Row. And there's some shit in here that looks cool, like the wingsuit that they obviously stole from Just Cause, but that's
a
in
lot
there.
of
We got a
this,
VTOL in here. Like, yeah, there's a lot of cool shit in here that I think I would have a blast with. So this might be fun. Like
it
this
looks like
looks like,
it has a lot of variety. It looks like.
yeah, which I'm into. So looking at this trailer, I think I'm into it. I need to see some more gameplay. Really, I gotta get my hands on it to really see if I'm gonna like it or not. But I'm into it. I'm into it. I love me some Saints Row, and it's cool to see that universe coming back.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We got Dune Spice Wars announced. So this is a pretty big deal apparently because it's a 4X RTS game. But
Wow.
what I didn't know about this is that I guess the first Dune game was an RTS, and apparently like that kind of set the groundwork for what RTSs kind of felt like.
I thought it was an Attack on Titan game at first, and I was like, okay. Dune 2 was one of the first RTS games. Okay.
Yeah, Dune 2 was an RP or was an RTS, and it's considered to kind of lay the foundation for what we see in games like Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, Warcraft. Like they've all been directly inspired by Dune 2. So to see a new Dune game is a pretty big deal. That'd be like, I don't know, if a developer tried to remake GoldenEye as a console exclusive first person shooter. Oh, wait a minute. That happened and it wasn't good. Um, um but no, that's why this is kind of a big deal to see this because Dune pioneered real-time strategy games. It was one, I don't know if it was the first real-time strategy game, but it's definitely one of the first ones to kind of lay that groundwork and what we define as a real-time strategy game. And again, a lot of modern RTSs borrowed from Doom 2. And we kind of had Doom 2 to thank for the RTS games we have now. I'm not an RTS guy, so I don't care. But to see this happening, I can see where this is a big deal for some people. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know a lot about it, but to see this happening, this could be pretty cool. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, we got Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, an official story trailer for it. I still
Yay.
gotta play that first Tiny Tina DLC because I haven't played it yet. It's free on Epic, so I should just go try it.
Yeah.
But this looks cool because it's kind of leaning into the sword and sorcery stuff. Because I'm not seeing any guns in this trailer yet, and I'm about a minute in. Oh no, never mind. There are guns. Yeah, never mind.
I don't
That'd
know.
be a
It
cool way
looks
to
like
mix it up. They just made it like a melee game, but whatever.
it looks fun. I just don't the writing and the dialogue of these games has always been the worst part. So much that I just play them on mute. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that with this one. Maybe they've figured it out, but it's always been just the worst writing.
Yes, I fucking hate fucking Borderlands thinks it's so much funnier than it is. This is something I've pissed and moaned about forever, dude. The fucking writing is dog shit. Um, Logical Robot said Borderlands 3 had the most irritating characters. It did. It did. And it sucks because some characters were legit really funny. Like that AI that was voiced by Ice-T. Every time he talked, I fucking lost my shit. But the opposite end of the spectrum, you had his girlfriend who just wouldn't shut the fuck up and kept making awful jokes. Oh god, I love and hate Borderlands 3 for that reason. The gunplay is great, gear's great, dialogue, jokes, characters, fucking awful. Um, but whatever. I don't know. I feel like every time there's a character I love, there's another character I equally hate and annoys the fuck out of me. I don't know. I don't know if this will be the same problem with Tiny Tina. It probably will be. It's the same writers. It's not like it's new writers for this game, but and people like that about Borderlands for some reason. So why would they change it? I don't know. If I do pick it up, it's definitely going to be on sale. I'm not going to buy this game day one. I'm not going to pay $60, $70 for this game.
They're doing that movie too, so
Oh, I forgot to do that movie. Yeah. Ugh. As you said, it'll probably be even worse and more annoying. Yeah, probably. We got to look at next trailer. Among Us VR got announced.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'm
that
not
one.
surprised. Yeah, I'm not
Very
surprised.
very smart to do this too.
Yeah.
Very good idea. uh, it's I like that. There's a good trailer to convey it too, because you're thinking oh, how is this gonna work? But actually,
Yeah.
it's very like it's almost like a no brainer. It kind of just works.
Yeah.
Uh, and I think there is some form of Among Us VR that has been floating around unofficially.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, people have been playing Among Us games in VR anyway. Um, people have been doing it, but I don't know what's yeah. So to do it officially, it's yeah, this will. But if it only works on the Oculus Quest, that's a little sus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to
I
have
don't
to
know.
do the whole meta thing just to get.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh,
I said it. But yeah, we got a lot left to go over. So
we're
next we got Doke V, which that got announced a while ago. But
yeah.
we
This is just
got
a
a
music
trailer.
video.
Yeah,
All
it's
I
like a
want to
music
say about
video.
this, only thing I want to say about this is the animation is incredible, dude.
Yes, dude.
I don't know
Yes, dude.
what I don't know what software or tech they're using for their animations, but there is not a single game on the planet that's got smoother animations than this, dude. I mean, it's unrealistic. I don't even think that's motion capture. I think that's it could be. It could be just they had someone just mocap
Be
everything.
it could be, but if you look back at
The cloth animations though, everything's so fluid. It just doesn't. I don't
yeah,
know.
Exactly. And if you look back at like the gameplay trailer we got called those what 3 months ago, um that gameplay trailer had very similar animation like in the gameplay.
Yeah.
For things like dodge rolling, attacking, using your abilities. So I think the game just has really, really good animation, really
This
realistic
is
animation.
it's Pearl Abyss, it's the Black Desert guys.
Yeah.
So they definitely made their money, but I don't like I just don't know what kind of budget this they have for this. Like it's crazy. I don't get it.
Yeah. Like the game I'm hyped for this game. I'm hyped for
I
this game.
yeah.
Logical Robot said the movement's freaking me out. Yeah, dude. Clay said the environments look amazing. Yeah, the environments look great. And if you watch like the gameplay trailer they released a while ago, it looks even more dynamic and more vibrant, the environments. Yeah, the Gamescom trailer. Thanks, Panzu, early in the chat. As you said, it's such a game kind of game. Yeah, I agree. And I'm into it though. It reminds me of like an open world, like Monster Hunter, mixed with like Kingdom Hearts a little bit. I don't know. It's really crazy looking, and I'm into it.
Yeah.
And this is just a music video, but if it shows off more, if this is all in engine, it's got me even more hyped for the game, dude.
I think it is. I don't even know what engine they're using. That's the thing. I've never seen anything to this level of complexity in all aspects. Animation, graphics, detail, just I don't know what the fuck this is running on, but it's super impressive.
The if you look at the description for the video, it says right there, this video consists of actual in-game footage.
Yeah. Wait, you
Fuck.
is it not an MMO?
It is an MMO.
Panzu's saying it's not. They've gotten away from that.
Oh,
it's actually it would be a bummer if this is not an MMO to me.
I mean, it
I mean,
depends.
the whole point is like to have your like fashion game on point and then to show it to other people.
I think it depends on how they do it. If it has like a hub area, kind of like Monster Hunter, I think it'd be cool. There doesn't have to be an MMO,
Yeah,
but I have no idea. I'm not even gonna pretend like I have an idea what it is. But all I know is that I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
because these guys make MMOs. That's why I didn't think they would do like not MMO because they're in the MMO business.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out because it'll be no date on this. No date. Yeah. I'm super curious.
I'm curious too. I'm hyped though. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, we got another trailer. Star Trek Resurgence. It's a narrative adventure game. You can boldly go where no man has gone before. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't watch Star Trek. I want to get into Star Trek, but I don't know where to start. Like my whole like
yeah.
my wife's family are like huge Star Trek fans, and they all keep telling me to like check it. Start with TNG or with I can't remember. There's like another one, but I don't know where
Deep
to start
Space
with this.
Nine.
I think Deep Space Nine was one of them. But I don't know where to start. But this looks cool. Like this is like it kind of reminds me of like Mass Effect, which makes sense. Mass Effect was like directly inspired by like Star Trek, so
Yeah.
to kind of see that kind of gameplay here, that'd be pretty cool. I fuck with this. This looks cool.
But it's like
Spock is in this for some reason. I thought Leonard Nimoy was dead, so kind of disrespectful to use his likeness like that. But I don't know.
yeah. It's more I think it's like more of a Telltale style than anything, but not by Telltale
Oh, I
themselves.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, I misread it because it's a narrative adventure game. I thought it said narrative adventure action game. Yes, I was wrong. I was wrong. Looks more like a Telltale game, which I mean might be pretty cool. Might be pretty cool. It has this like old look to it, like the older Star Trek series. So this retro futuristic look to it. So that might be pretty cool. I don't know. I've never been a big Star Trek fan. I want to get into them. So this might be the Star Trek thing that gets me into Star Trek. We'll
Eh,
wait and see.
yeah.
I don't know. Again, I thought Leonard Nimoy was dead. So it's kind of weird using his face like that. But
Is it?
oh
I
god,
don't
he
know.
is dead. He died in like 2015.
Yeah.
Kind of weird using his face then, but whatever. Um, we got a trailer for Rumbleverse, which is like a battle royale brawler with like wrestling.
Yeah,
And I
so
think I'm into this.
yeah, this game's been out. You really don't. This is a terrible trailer. There's no gameplay in this whatsoever. You don't really get.
There's some gameplay towards the end.
Is there?
Oh no, this is not the trailer I saw.
Oh well, this is the trailer they showed during the thing. Uh, so but yeah, it's a battle royale. I think it's a 40-player battle royale where it's more melee focused.
Yeah. So
And
that's not the trailer I saw. This is the trailer I saw.
yeah, this game's been floating around. You can actually play this like now, or I think it was only you could just play it the day it came out or something. I think it was like one day only you could play it.
Yeah, I actually saw a gameplay trailer for it, and that was the first trailer I saw.
Here we go.
And
This
I
is
thought
the
it looked
gameplay.
cool. Like some of the melee combat and like the wrestling stuff looked really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing this, like I was into it, dude. Like I love like I'm not a big wrestling fan, but I love like the idea of like wrestling, like these crazy moves and the shit talking and the just the I don't know, like the out of this the bigger, larger than life aspect of wrestling is really cool to me. Like
Yeah.
I love everything about wrestling, but I don't watch wrestling. um, but to see it in a game like this to exemplify all this stuff, like yeah, this looks cool. And in a battle royale might be fun. Like the people they're picking up like trash cans throwing at each other, like pile driving each other. Like there's some cool shit here. I really like this.
Yeah. I want to try it out, but I don't think I don't think we can anymore. I don't know. This game's been floating around in some various forums for a while, so I think maybe if I go to the website and actually look at what the hell.
Yeah, if there's like a beta, I'd love to check it out. Um, still got some shit though. We got a Plague Tale Requiem, another game by
Yeah.
Focus Entertainment. The new sequel to Plague Tale Innocence. I mean, I never played Plague Tale, so I'm sure this game's not for me. But it looks like more or less if you liked Plague Tale, you'll love this. It's got that
The
gross,
thing,
dingy middle world, like Middle Ages.
the problem with the Plague Tale is that the story is pretty good, but the gameplay I think kind of drags it down a little bit because
Oh
it
yeah,
is like just a straight up stealth game,
yeah,
and you don't really realize that once you start. But it's like it's a straight up stealth game where like you are not incentivized to combat almost at all, and if you do, it's like you get only a few items in which can get you out of. Uh, yeah, Logical says the Sticks games. It's pretty much that where it's like it's a stealth game first. Like you don't want to get seen, and if you do, you have limited supplies, in which gets you out of being seen. But this one looks like you can do a bit more like head-on combat, at least a little bit. She has like a crossbow or something. I think visually is where like this game really shines. They do focus on the visuals a lot.
yeah.
And there's also some like light puzzle solving stuff and stuff like that. But I'm not seeing a lot of difference. I don't know, new exciting stuff from this sequel. I'm not really seeing anything too crazy, that would get me to really be super excited for this. I don't know. I don't know what the overall feeling is, but it looks like a little more of the same with like a little bit more combat. Looks all right. Looks all right.
Yeah, looks all right. We got to look at Dying Light 2, Stay Human, a cinematic trailer.
Good
Not
trailer.
much to say. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Dying Light 2, man. We've seen what the game's going to look like. We've seen what the game's going to play like. It's just some
Yeah.
more cinematics to get us hyped for it. Like, it looks like it might be cool. It's more Dying Light. I like Dying Light. I really, really like Dying Light.
Is there a date on this?
And
February 4th. That's coming
yeah,
soon enough. Halo. Halo TV series is happening.
yes, I
Uh,
was not expecting that.
bring back that island for real. Yeah,
It's fucking
Paramount.
fancy.
Paramount Plus. They put out this Halo. Did we know this was like happening? I don't really follow Halo shit, so
I think there were like rumors and stuff, but I don't think like it ever got officially announced.
yeah. Said we did know. Okay, I didn't know. Like I remember whispers of like a movie, but I didn't really know it was in limbo for like a decade. Announced. Okay, okay. Um, Halo is like probably the easiest game franchise to make into anything else that's not a game.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah,
were
they got
talking,
so many books. They got so many like other stories. Like it'd be so easy to make this into literally anything other than a game.
yeah. So I'm not surprised. Now the question is this what Halo fans want? Is this going to please the Halo fans, or is this even for the Halo fan? I'm sure it is, but are they going to try to pull in non-Halo fans with this as well? Is the question.
I don't know. If
I'll be
you had
honest.
announced this when I was like 15, 13, I would have been all over this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but now as an adult, I'm like, I've been wanting a Halo TV series since I was a kid. Now that it's actually happening as an adult, I'm like, okay, I might
Brother
check it out.
Pansu for the follow there. Thank you.
Thank you, Pansu. And also, I don't know if the footage is like, the footage doesn't look too impressive to me. Know what I mean? Like it's got, like it looks like a TV show. I can't explain it, but it
Well,
looks
it's
like a
supposed
TV
to
show.
though.
It's hard to explain. Like it doesn't have this like you watch shows like The Walking Dead or like Breaking
Peace out,
Bad,
Pansu.
and they look like a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you watch this and it looks like a show. Even Master Chief's armor looks not how I imagine it would look in real life. Like I feel like cosplay. I've seen cosplay that looks better than that. I don't know. It's I don't know what's bugging me about it. Maybe I think it looks too clean. I don't know. There's something about that's bugging me. I'm still gonna check it out. I'm not gonna watch it on
Okay.
Paramount Plus. I'll watch it. I'll find a way to watch it. I'll leave it at that.
There's ways. No, I know what you mean. Like this scene looks bad. This one right here. It looks like a set.
Panzu said he's leaving. Peace out, Panzu. Thank you for the follow.
Um this scene right here looks like a set and not like
Yeah.
anything that I don't know. Like this one looks like it was just created for a thing, like a little budget TV show, but the lighting looks really amateur. Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Like
I see it. I see it
you watch
here.
like yeah, you watch like shows again, like Breaking Bad,
Like this looks
like
pretty good though.
Walking Dead, and they look like movies. And you watch
Walking
even
Dead kind of. Walking Dead, not
I'm
so
talking about
much,
like
but
the first couple seasons.
okay.
And The Mandalorian, Logical Robot said like we're used to The Mandalorian. I think that's my problem. Like The Mandalorian like set this like high bar
I haven't
for
seen that
like
yet.
what's it's good. And I think it's because The Mandalorian set such a high bar of what like live action like crazy sci-fi shit should look like. That when I watch something that doesn't quite hit that standard, I'm a little upset and disappointed. And I think that's my problem with it. Um, and The Mandalorian has some like excellent lighting too. And I think that's got to be it. It's got to be the lighting that's bugging me because it looks like TV lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, if it comes out, it comes out. I'm gonna find a way to watch it. I'm not gonna get Paramount Plus, but I'll find a way to watch it. I'll just leave it at that. Um, I don't know. If it's good, I'll tell you guys it's good. If it's not, I'll be honest that it's not. Again, if I'd been 13, 15, I would have been all over this shit. But I'm a grown ass man now. I've seen good shows. I'm not as into Halo as I was when I was younger. So I don't know how I'm not, I could take or leave it, honestly.
It drops next year, so we'll
Yeah,
find out if
we got time.
it's any good.
We got time. We got a story trailer for Elden Ring. It's the new From Soft game in
Now,
collaboration with George R. R. Martin.
as we all know, I am not a Souls fan by any
Yep.
stretch of the imagination.
Yep.
I really like Bloodborne, and I really liked the samurai one. um, I've not been following this game. I know it's been playable in some form or another, but I hate Dark Souls. I fucking hate Dark Souls. Every single one. Demon Souls, I really like as well, but so going into this, I'm like, oh, it's a Souls game. I'm already like tuning out. But everything visually that's happening with this game, I adore like
Yeah,
completely.
same. Same.
I love the way this fucking looks. Everything about it, it makes me. I just want to play it just because it looks incredible. Like I give a fuck about how Souls it is. I just want to play it because it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
uh, so that's where I stand on this.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm not a big like Souls fan. But this looks cool. Like the world, the environment, the design looks really interesting.
Yeah,
So we'll have to see what happens when it comes out. But I don't know if it's gonna be the game that gets me into Souls games.
I know that this game's already coming out. People have already played it. I don't know if we needed like another trailer here at the Game Awards to really solidify what people feel about it because people are already they've already played
Yeah,
it. It's already been like playable and shit. They've already had their
yeah,
inputs.
opinions have already been formed, and I
Yeah,
think this is more just to keep the hype going, to remind people it's still happening.
yeah.
Um, we got a reveal trailer for Arc Raiders. It's a new game by Embark Studios. I don't know what this game is.
Um, yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like Battlefront.
I think it's like a survival game. It's like a multiplayer survival game. I think. Not totally sure. I love the aesthetic though.
It reminds me of Star Wars, like a lot of Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah,
Not at
like
all.
the gameplay parts for me at least. Like that's why it looks like Battlefront to me. It's really weird.
But I think it's more open than that. I think.
Yeah. I don't know too much about it, but it looks cool. Like I'll probably check this out. It looks like fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait and see when that comes out. We
Not a
got The
lot of
Matrix
info.
Awakens. Yeah, not a lot of info. We got The Matrix Awakens, an Unreal Engine 5 experience, which you can check out right now.
So this is the reason why I loaded up the Epic Store. Was so I could try this out, but it's only on PS5 and Xbox. It's insane to me that this isn't on PC.
Yeah, same.
Um, but yeah, and then that's why I saw Godfall on there, and then I played that. But um, this looks incredible. Now you don't
Yeah.
immediately notice what's happening when you're watching it, but because it doesn't look how you when they remember when they showed their first Unreal Engine 5 demo and you were like, that looks fucking incredible. I can't believe this is an actual thing.
Yeah.
This doesn't look as good as that, but it's still incredibly impressive when you realize this is all happening in real time. It is an actual playable thing that it's all of this stuff is just happening in real. Once you actually like start shooting shit, um, it's like incredibly impressive that like all of
Yeah,
this is possible in engine in real time on a console. Uh,
yeah. Even the
like
character models like look pretty impressive. Like they're not
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Like, I've seen better CGI in movies, but this isn't movie quality. This is video game CGI that we're seeing here. It's an engine, and it's really, really impressive to see that. Like once it all comes together, and you're right. When it gets to the shooting stuff, like the gameplay stuff of it, it looks incredible,
Like even
man.
the micro scale stuff of like there's shattered glass on the back of the car here, and as she's like swerving, the glass is like moving and shit. Like even like micro scale shit like that you don't see in games like at all. It's incredibly impressive, but then you get to like the macro scale stuff and you realize there's this whole city and we're on like there's this whole freeway we're driving on. There's other cars and pedestrians and all this destruction's happening and it's not scripted. Like if I shoot this car, it's blowing up and it's hitting other cars that are also driving on this freeway. It's like you don't immediately notice because it looks so cinematic. It looks scripted, but it's really not. Like it does give you the freedom to kind of fuck around with it. And I think there is like a flyover mode to where you can actually just like zoom out and just fly over like they do in like the demos and shit. You can just really just pull out and see everything. Um, it makes Cyberpunk look considerably dated. It makes everything look dated, to be honest.
Yeah, this
But
looks really cool, and this is something. This is what I'm excited for to see like how Unreal Engine 5 is going to affect gameplay.
yeah,
And with stuff like this, there's so many possibilities to how gameplay is affected when everything reacts the way it does at such a scale. Like, Christ, man, this looks cool. Like that's all I
this
can say. This looks cool. I just you guys be excited for the future.
yeah, like this is the shit that I wanted to see. Whenever I'm seeing exclusive to PS5, I'm looking for this, man. I'm looking for like
Yeah,
this level of shit. Like, don't give me some Horizon fucking, you know what I mean? Which is also coming to PS4. God of War is also coming to PS4. Like, we're still in the half step of a generation where we have
yeah,
not made the full leap yet.
yeah. And this looks cool. I'm excited for what the future can bring, dude. Surprise to no one. It Takes Two won Game of the Year.
Yeah, so we didn't actually talk about any of the awards yet, and really, I don't think any of them were a real surprise. Except yeah, It Takes Two won Game of the Year, which I didn't expect. I was happy it was nominated, but to win, I'm also happy, but I just did not expect it. I just did not expect win Game of the Year. And then
Yeah.
also another one. There was only one other one I was like, really? Was Deathloop won best art direction? Deathloop?
Yeah.
Are you
I,
serious?
I
Like
don't
I
get
don't know where that one
why.
came from, but like Deathloop is okay, but art direction of all things,
I mean,
you
what else
like.
came out this year that could?
Well, other
Ugh.
stuff that was nominated was Psychonauts 2, which didn't win any awards, which is ridiculous. That's my game of the year. Uh, also in art direction was Ratchet and Clank,
Okay.
which is visually doing a lot more than Deathloop is. Like
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I played Deathloop and the visuals was not the thing that I was in love with that game, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that.
That I don't know. That one was a little weird for me, where I was like, "Is that what?" I don't know where that came from, but okay, if you say so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't want to go over the rest of the awards. All that matters is Game of the Year, and It Takes Two.
Yeah,
So dope. Good job. That was probably my Game of the Year. Um. moving on, another big story. Ubisoft announced Quartz, a platform for gaming NFTs. Do we really need to talk
Yes.
about this? Like, who wants this?
So okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, okay? But not like I'm not supporting Ubisoft Quartz because what they're doing is fucking stupid. I'm more so defending just the technology because you can't okay, so there's a misconception here when it comes to anything in the crypto space, anything like having to do with blockchain and all this technology. People don't seem to understand that there's a difference between the technology itself and what people do with that technology. Okay? Like the technology is really fucking cool because you can do something like this and say like Dreams, for example, the PS4 game Dreams, the Media Molecule game. You could do NFTs in that game because like imagine that game's all about people creating stuff like assets and then people using those assets in their own creations. But what if I created an asset that was like an NFT? This is just me just brainstorming shit, right? What if like the asset I create was like an NFT? Say I created like a very cool character and it's fully animated and you can import it to your game. But it's an NFT, so I sell it to you and then I make a profit because it's something that I created and then you can use it in your game and it's just this thing that's exclusive. So you own it now and you can do whatever you want with it. Or another example I thought of was like Forza. Forza Horizon has like a marketplace where people can paint. You can paint like custom paints for your cars, and the game already has that you can like sell paint jobs for every car in the game, and they all have their own like paint job. But what if that paint job was like an NFT and I created it and I could sell it to people and it's exclusive and limited. There's only one of these, and you've got this exclusive paint job that was created by me. What if I was just like this great artist? And I don't know, that would be like a cool use case for like an NFT, right? I think what Ubisoft is doing is not cool at all. This is fucking stupid. It's
Yeah.
just it's something that they create, so they have all the power in this. They're getting all the money. Um, but it's there's nothing exclusive about it. It's just, oh, here's a pair of pants with a serial number on it and that serial number is
Yeah.
exclusive. But uh or here's your favorite streamer, this is the helmet they used in this raid and now they're selling it. And it's like, no, that's like fucking, that's stupid. There's no like value in that. There's nothing enticing about that. There's nothing like cool about it. Like NFT, the technology behind it is cool, but what they're doing with it is not cool. It's stupid. It's like
Yeah.
I can create an application. An application. There's there's some cool applications out there, but you can also create malware. You can create a virus, and viruses are not cool, right? Like
Yeah.
it's the same technology, but the use cases are very different.
Yeah. I see
Like
what you mean. Like there could be some cool ways to use NFTs. I'm not creative enough to come up with a way to do it,
yeah,
but because like my mind just goes to like what Ubisoft is doing, and I'm like keep
yeah,
NFTs out of my game. But I can see where you're coming from. Like there could be some cool use cases for it. I just
yeah.
can't think of anything to
Like
use it for. And
I'm not
yeah,
defending what Ubisoft is doing because they're just trying to cash grab suckers and on some like dumb shit.
some bullshit. Yeah,
But like the idea, I support the idea, I support the technology. I just don't support the use. The way
yeah.
they're using it is just super like predatory. And like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, like really, like in a game where no one gives a fuck about. I don't know if people if the
That's the thing that bugs
reception
me the
is.
most. It's not even like a legacy game. Like, where's Ghost Recon Breakpoint gonna be in like 2, 3 years? You know,
Yeah,
like, what if you buy these NFTs and the game's like no one's playing it anymore?
Well, that's the other thing. The thing about NFTs is that if the game shuts down, you don't lose your NFTs. They exist completely separately from. I put out this whole like in the show notes. I put out like a bunch of information. They got a
Yeah.
whole like a fact page where you can get. I think the thing is that people don't really do the research themselves. They kind of there's all these headlines that are very sensationalist and very clickbaity, and just all they say is NFT bad, bad for the environment, without actually tackling the actual subject of, well, why is it bad? You're just telling me it's bad, or you're not telling me why it's bad.
Yeah.
And
And the environmental aspect isn't the thing I have a huge deal with. It's I guess I look at more of the game side of it because I do know they're not stored like in the game servers. They have their own like decentralized network that houses your NFT. But my
yeah,
big concern is like, let's say like you buy it to use in the game. Game gets delisted or the game's not being played anymore. What's that going to do to the value of the NFT you bought? The game's not being played anymore.
if anything, it's the NFT becomes even more exclusive, and that would probably raise the value of it,
I
or
think
if it
so.
had any value to begin with. Because I mean, the thing is, like, okay, say you have to like have some really like edge case examples, because it's not going to work on like a not everyone's NFT is going to be the same. It's not going to be the same, right? Like if I was like a god tier Destiny 2 player,
Yeah.
and I completed a raid without like if I completed a raid solo, and I didn't die once, and I did it in like a minute and a half, and all my gear was an NFT. I could then sell that gear, because it would be, oh, this is the gear that Wasabi used when he completed that raid solo, and you can't even get this anymore, man. Look at that fucking skin, or like something like that. It'd be like, oh, that's crazy, guys. That's a crazy accomplishment, and this was the actual sword he used. It'd be like a legendary hero's sword.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if it was like King Arthur's sword, and it's like, oh shit, this is what King Arthur used when he was fucking at the. Well, it would be like that though, or kind of. I don't know. I'm just imagining like some like cool shit you could do with an NFT, but not everyone's gonna have that same story with their particular helmet. You know what I mean? Like, I just play games for fun. My helmet is not gonna have any accomplishments associated with it. It's not gonna have any cool stories to tell on its own, right?
Yeah, and
So
that's where it's like really tricky. I don't know. I don't think like most developers are using them in a cool way. It feels like a cash grab kind of,
yeah,
hype train hopping kind of way.
or
So we'll
like
see. At first, I don't really care, and it doesn't make sense for like a non-legacy game like this. Like, imagine something like Counter-Strike that's been around forever. It's not going anywhere. It makes more sense to do it in a game like that, a game like this.
yeah,
I don't know.
and that game already like this stuff already like Steam already does have like skins and stuff that you can trade between other players, and sell them on the Steam marketplace, and
Hmm.
but it doesn't have any external value. It's only good for trading within the Steam ecosystem. Like you can't cash. You used to be able to cash out with various online tools, but you can't really do that anymore. So it's the stuff is really close source. But
Yeah,
I don't know. There's a number of cool things you could do with this idea. They're just not doing it with this particular thing. That's why like I don't write off NFTs as a whole, because it's NFTs are completely legitimate. There's nothing scam about an NFT. Now you
yeah,
might
because
think
people are
it's a
using them for
scam.
scams. Yeah,
You might see it as a scam, but no, you can legitimately buy an animated GIF NFT, and there's nothing scam about that. Um, like I think
yeah,
iPhones are a scam, just because. But like, I would never buy an iPhone just because like I think that's a scam. You think it's a
yeah,
scam, but an iPhone is a legitimate purchase. If you want an iPhone, you can buy it. Are you getting
yeah.
ripped off? I think you are, but um,
Yeah, and
I
that's
don't
where
know.
things get tricky with it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see like what kind of splash this makes in the gaming sphere if other developers try something different or someone tries to do something cool with it. We'll wait and
Yeah.
see. We got one quickie. Phasmophobia is getting a new update. It's now live. Their cursed possessions update. Now there are cursed objects that you can bring in, or some locations will feature one of 6 cursed objects. There's all kinds of stuff like there's a voodoo doll that'll trigger a ghost reaction if you fuck with it. But they're very cryptic in the way they describe it. So like there's the music box reports any paranormal entities singing along to the haunting melody. Don't get too close, or you may get a nasty surprise. The voodoo doll, trigger reaction from the ghost, but you might lose more than you gain. A haunted mirror, a visible portal in the spectral realm. Dare you peer inside to find the ghost room? That's some cool stuff that could take this to the next level.
Yeah. I want to get back into this game because they've been making some pretty significant updates, and I mean they've even like added a bunch of new ghosts and stuff. And I just every time they do an update, I just have to see how much better it
So
is.
if you look here, there have been some updates to the ghost identities. So because how can I word it? They've added some more passive stuff to kind of help you classify the ghost.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. That's really
Banshee
cool to really see that. Yeah.
was the Banshee singing now? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
They
definitely
changed the way
like.
they work. So things like the banshee that can hunt at any level of sanity percentage that was moved to the demon. So it looks like they totally retweaked how the ghost identities work. So now like there's some more differences between them to help you kind of identify them.
I got tricked into buying this game when it came out, but I'm glad I did because it's actually turned out to be something uh much
Yeah,
much
they're
bigger
constantly
than.
updating. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like it. You convinced me to buy it. I'm glad I picked it up because there's a lot of cool stuff here um that have been added to it. Oh, all ghosts can move objects now, so that'll make it trickier to identify from a poltergeist. But
Just
this
a
is
just a
cool.
bunch of
Yeah,
updates. So if you I want to jump into this game again sometime just to.
me too. I'm gonna go Christmas shopping tonight, so I won't be able to tonight, but I'll hit you up when I can.
Ooh,
Yeah, I got a bunch of Christmas shopping to knock out.
need
um,
to I need to wrap a gift, but special. I want like white, just totally white wrapping paper on both sides. I know at least one side is gonna be white on all wrapping paper, but I want it white on both sides, and I'm having trouble. I only want to wrap one thing, so I don't want to spend $15 on a whole roll of
whole
paper.
roll.
You know? Yeah,
That's fair. Um, what else we got? Oh, we got game releases.
yeah,
Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo drops on PC December 16th. I totally forgot that was coming to PC, if I'm being honest with you.
yeah. They showed this on the some Xbox thing. I guess it's
Yeah,
coming out.
I forgot that was happening. And it's happening super soon. Alien Isolation is dropping on iOS and Android December 16th. FF7 Remake Intergrade is also dropping on PC September 17th. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is dropping on PC, PS4, and PS5 on the 16th. Again, I forgot that was happening.
Yeah,
We got The Gunk coming out on PC, Xbox One, and Series X. I remembered hearing about this game and I totally forgot about it.
that's probably the one game that I really want to check out from all of this.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I remember seeing it and being into it, but
25 bucks for that too. It's not.
yeah, $25 isn't a steep ask for that game, but it looks cool. Kind of reminds me of God damn it. What was that game we were playing? Kind of reminds me of Grounded a little bit, but with like a more sci-fi twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. I like it. Then we got Record of Lodoss War, The Light and Wonder Labyrinth. That's coming out on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X. I'm actually excited for this one. It's a Metroidvania, very heavily inspired by Symphony of the Night. That's been out on PC, God, since like March, I think.
Yeah.
But it's been in early access way longer than that, and it's finally done. And it's coming out to other systems too. This would be a great game on Switch. If you look at the gameplay, it's very, very much Symphony of the Night.
Overwhelmingly positive on Steam right now.
Yeah, it's got good reviews, and it's based on the Record of Lodoss War like series. If you guys have ever checked those out, and yeah, it looks cool.
I need to play this.
It
I've been
looks
looking
really cool.
for a little Metroidvania to play.
Yeah, this looks cool, and I really want this. I want something that'll scratch that Symphony of the Night itch. And right now, Symphony of the Night isn't available on Switch, which is kind of pissing me off. And I refuse to buy anything else at this point because I want to play it on Switch. So this will probably scratch that itch for me.
Or you can just get a Chinese Android handheld, and just
I could.
station going.
I
That's how
could.
I
I got it on my Vita. I could just like plug my Vita in and charge it and then play it there.
has
But oh well.
it has retro achievements and retro
Ooh,
art.
okay, that might be cool. Just get a Chinese emulator machine and just play it on there with RetroArch.
It doesn't have to be Chinese. I mean, Rook is on Steam, so
Yep, there you go. All right, and that is it. Yeah, we still managed to keep it at about a little under 4.5 hours, surprisingly. Despite all the shit we had to talk about. But
yeah,
no, that was a good show.
gonna do it here, guys.
Yes, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Pansy, it was great. Thank you for the follow. Logical Robot Clay, thank you guys so much.
Guys, you can go to Gameoverse.com, but don't go there because I haven't updated the site in a while, to be honest.
Discord. Gameoverse.com/Discord.
Yeah, go to Gameoverse.com/Discord. We're always hanging out in there, chatting about some random shit. On Gameoverse.com/YouTube. We're on there. Go to Gameoverse.com/Twitch. We're on there. Yeah, more video games. We'll be playing more video games, guys. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see anything specific. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep playing Deathloop. I'm gonna finish Psychonauts, and we'll see whatever else comes up. I don't know. Maybe some surprises might pop up here and there. But that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks.